Well, don't step out until you have layered it on, and by it, I mean sunscreen. Dr. Valerie Hsu with UT Health San Antonio is here to help us find the best ways to stay protected as we head into summer. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we do forget to baby our skin sometimes, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is so crucial that we protect it all year long. But as we head into the summer months, what are some things that we should be remembering when it comes to sunscreen and protecting our skin?
So sunscreen should be a habit, just like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
So keep your sunscreen by your toothpaste. After you brush your teeth, apply a thin layer of sunscreen, especially to the face, but to other sun-exposed areas, the tops of the ears, the neck, the tops of the hands. Chronic sun damage is how we develop sun cancer later in life. So an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure when it comes to sunscreen.
Okay, now, and by the way, we are in Skin Cancer Awareness Month, so this is perfect timing that we're talking about this today. Now, how do we choose the right sunscreen, and what SPF should we all be using?
So the American Academy of Dermatology recommends SPF 30 or higher daily to sun-exposed areas, so it doesn't have to be anything more than an SPF 30. When choosing the best sunscreen, it's going to depend on you and your individual skin type.
Okay.
We have lots of different formulations here.
I like that you brought all of these. Thank you for that. Walk us through.
Yeah, so it can be anywhere from a very simple, lightweight moisturizer that has SPF in it. Some patients really like a tinted sunscreen.
Yes, I love
and
that.
It's a wonderful substitute for makeup. Okay, it functions just the same, but it gives you some really good SPF coverage. We also have sprays. Some people like that because it's very easy to apply. The most important thing when using a spray sunscreen, though, is that you need to rub it in after. You can't just simply spray it.
I've seen people do that. I'm like, yeah, you gotta rub that in, buddy.
Yeah, it ends up missing some areas of the skin, so just nice even application after.
It's easy to cover your kids in sunscreen with a spray,
yes,
let's be honest.
It's good and fast.
Yes, you can get a large area quickly.
Yes, especially for wiggly kids, but just do a little rub in after to make sure it's evenly applied.
Okay, and then what is this final one here? This is a little bit thicker, huh?
Yeah, it's a little thicker. It's good for water sports. It's a little more water resistant.
Got it.
But no sunscreen is waterproof. So it's important to remember to reapply
That was
every
my
2
next
hours.
question. Okay.
Actually, the sun will break down the active ingredients in the sunscreen.
Okay.
And with sweating and water use, it'll dilute the product on your skin. So no matter the SPF, it still should be reapplied every 2 hours.
Regardless. And you said everyone should be using at least 30.
At least 30
SPF.
daily.
Now, when it comes to sunscreen every day, now my mom did teach me when I was a young little girl to put it on every single day, and I have worn it every day of my life because of that. And I feel like a lot of people don't. They just wait until they're going to be in the direct sun.
Yeah, so we're exposed to UV radiation all the time. It is coming through the windows of your home and office. It is coming through the car windows. It is intermittent, low-dose exposure from walking from your car into HEB that accumulates in the skin over time.
Okay.
So that's why a morning, daily application will give you some pretty good protection, and making it habit and routine is what's most important.
And there are other ways to protect yourself as well, right? With clothing or things that you choose to put on your head that can make a difference.
Exactly. So sunscreen is just one way to protect yourself from UV radiation. Hats also can help. These are physical protection from UV radiation. The important thing about a hat is to make sure that it is wide brimmed.
Yes, that half
Because
of
it
your face
protects
isn't exposed.
Exactly. But also the tops of the ears. These are very common places to get a lot of sun over time and develop skin cancer. So a wide brim hat. Sunglasses can help with chronic UV radiation, especially to the thin skin around the eyes, and long sleeves.
That was my next question. What about clothing?
Absolutely, and not all clothing is created equal. Actually, clothing is graded on a UPF scale. It has to do with the fabric and the tightness of the weave of the fabric that will help prevent that UV radiation from going through the fabric and affecting our skin.
Okay.
So not all fabrics are created equal. Every little bit counts, but sun protective clothing is one of our favorite ways to protect our skin from the sun, because it doesn't require reapplication.
You don't have to wear a wool sweater, but you do have to wear something that will work and really help keep you protected. Now, when do people need to see a dermatologist? Like, what do they need to spot where it makes them go, okay, this isn't normal?
Yeah, so if you have spots that are bleeding, growing, changing, those are all things that would prompt a referral to a board certified dermatologist for further evaluation.
Okay.
If you have a new mole, let's say after 30, that spot should be evaluated. But mostly you're looking for spots that are just not doing the right thing. Patients always tell me it started as a pimple that just
Right.
didn't heal.
Still here. Yeah. Okay.
And so that should prompt some further evaluation.
Well, thank you for being here, Dr.
Thank
Hsu.
you so much for having me.
These were great tips, great information. And if you would like more, you can go to UT Health San Antonio. Go to their website, uthealthcare.org/dermatology. You can also give them a call or find more on their socials. Thanks so much.